Guys, I don't know if anybody's here yet, but be right here. We'll read a couple stories. Little Minnie wants to hear some too. She likes them stories, don't you, baby? Yes, you do. Oh, my baby. Baby lockdown. Baby lockdown. Baby loves her stories. Come in, come in. Come in. Hi, Jen Grill. Hi. Well, hello. Hello there. Hey, Mary. Mary, quite contrary. Linda. Hey, Linda. Linda. Margot. Good old days, guys. Haven't read any in a while. So I thought, you know what? Let's just do this real quick, all right? And this is a little bit behind. It's March and April. May and June should be around here somewhere. Yeah, the sunlight. I know, right? It's usually at dark. Okay, look at our picture here. Let's see. The mom, the little kids looking out the window. Oh, the dad right there. Look, they're always dressed in those suits, aren't they? You're welcome, Linda. Hope you like it. Okay. Let's see here. Let's find some vacation stories since that's what it says. Okay, let's find those first. Let's see here. Prom. Okay, here's somebody that his name is Wallace Pride, and they went to Yellowstone National Park. My Yellowstone adventure. Oh, and then look what we have. Margot, I don't know why this makes me think of you. My Peter Rabbit story. I think because of the little things that you make. Isn't that cute? We'll read that too. Okay. A day or so ago, I was watching a movie on TV, and there was a scene in which the main character encountered a bear. It reminded me of my adventure in Yellowstone National Park in 1950. I've been to the park many times, but that first trip was the most interesting and exciting of all. I was with my brother, who had just graduated from high school in Rupert, Idaho. It may have been at our mother's insistence that he was nice enough to take me, his 14-year-old little brother, along with him on his trip to Yellowstone National Park. We saw a lot of the park that first day, and it was after dark when we came to a campground. We decided to just sleep in the car instead of attempting to put our tent in the dark. That's a good idea, right? Yes, Mary, all these old movies and that, everybody's always dressed up. Sheldon crawled into the front passenger seat and was soon asleep. I couldn't get comfortable in the back seat, so I decided to lay out my sleeping bag on the park's picnic table. I crawled into the bag and was almost asleep with my right hand hanging over the end of the table. I thought my hand had gone to sleep when my fingers felt like they were running through the long, stiff bristles of a shoe shine brush. The feeling lasted only a moment, and then all was quiet in the area except until a short time later when I heard the banging um, of a garbage can not far away. I told Sheldon about the feeling the next morning, and we decided it must have been a bear walking past the end of the table. We continued that day to see more of the sights and came to the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone National Park. We walked down the stairs to the observation landing and enjoyed the view of Upper Falls. We had just reached the top of the stairs on our return to the car when we heard the oddest noise. The massive sound was like something gasping for breath and panting heavily at the same time. As we passed between two cars, we saw the source of the strange noise. About 10 to 12 feet across the parking lot was a huge bear sitting on its haunches with its head about 6 feet in the air and its long tongue hanging almost to the pavement. Its body expanded and contracted with each heavy breath after what my brother and I decided must have been a tough climb out of the canyon. We didn't even worry about the exhausted Bruin having the energy to chase us, but we did appreciate it giving us a special memory as part of our adventure in beautiful Yellowstone Park. I guess that is the bear they saw, right? Where'd it go? Must be the bear they saw. You guys want to hear the Peter Rabbit story? Peter Rabbit, Peter Rabbit. Sounds good. Okay, Mary. In the mid 1930s, my large family lived in Mason City, Iowa, near the town dump. I was one of 9 siblings, and my older siblings had been finding treasures at the dump, so I was anxious to go too. When I was around 5 years old, my mother finally let me go with them, giving them strict instructions to watch over me. The biggest treasure we found that day was a sewing pattern for a Peter Rabbit cloth doll. Since mom was an accomplished seamstress, we knew she would really like it. After we gave her the pattern, she made 2 of them right away. One was for me, one was for my younger sister, and one was for me. She used some black velvet material she had on hand to make the body. Peter had white button eyes and whiskers. Mom also sewed a cute little red and black checked long-tailed waistcoat and black pants for him. He was just the right size for holding and cuddling, and I loved him so. Baby, come here. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get Minnie. Hold on. Minnie, come here, baby. Come here. Yes, come here, little one. Come here, bye, baby. Come here. Come here. Oh, she's acting now like she thinks I'm going to do something since I called her. If she comes to me, that's a different story. Minnie, come here, baby. Come here. I'm surprised she can even hear me. She's so deaf. Now she's over there, the other side of the fridge. Mom always made do with fabric, buttons, stuffing, and ribbons she had on hand. Remember the old style nylon stockings that would get runs in them? She saved those to use as stuffing. I always wondered how she managed to accomplish all that sewing on her Singer treadle sewing machine. I hope Sharon's listening. The Peter Rabbit dolls she made always turned out beautifully, and her workmanship was impeccable. After all, she had lots of practice sewing for 9 kids. Over the years, when several of her grandchildren visited from the West Coast, Mom would have a Peter Rabbit already made, especially for them when they arrived. That Peter Rabbit pattern was later passed down to us girls so we could make them for our families. One of my mom's grandsons even took the initiative to make some rabbits for his grandkids. To this day, some of my nieces and nephews still have their Peter Rabbits. In fact, the Peter Rabbits made by members of our family are now located all over the United States. Mom even made some Peter Rabbit dolls to sell. Today, at 93 years young, I still have the wonderful Peter Rabbit my mother made. Most of his black velvet fur has been loved off, and he has a patch on his pants, but he is still as precious to me as the day Mom gave him to me. Who would have guessed that the trip to the dump that day back in the mid-1930s would have produced so many very special Peter Rabbits that are still loved by our family members today? What a tribute to Mom. This is such a favorite collection of memories for me, all wrapped up in one handsome Peter Rabbit and how he came into my life. It just goes to show that you are never too old to have a Peter Rabbit to love and cherish. Show him again. He is cute. They're all over the United States now. It is cute, isn't it? Look at these little pots here, guys, for succulents. Look at these. Look how cute. Can you make these out? Look at those. Aren't they adorable? I love those. They're so pretty. They're the Bradford Exchange. They're only 4¼ inches tall and 3 inches wide, sold in sets of 2. Ugh. I don't like the price, though. How much do you think they are, Mary, for 2? For 2. A set of 2. Hi, Debbie Doll. 2 for $29.99. I wish. They're 2 for $49.99. $50 for those little things. Let's see here. What else we got here? Let's find us another short little story. Oh, wait, let's see here. Do you remember Who starred in the 1952 musical film Singin' in the Rain? Anybody remember? It's pretty easy. Singing in the rain. Right, Mary? That's a lot of money. Singing in the Rain. Who remembers? Who starred in that? Nope. Not Crosby. Nope. Anybody else? Nope, not Fred and Ginger. Yeah, Gene Kelly. Yep, Gene Kelly. Let's see. Here is Antiques Corner. I know a lot of you like antiques. Look at these, and I'll read about them real quick, the article. Those are really cute, whatever they are. Antiques Corner. Question. Each of these egg cups features the same train and border designs done in black, yellow, and green. The cups are all unmarked. Was this a popular color combination when they were produced, or do the colors help narrow down the maker? Were the egg cups originally part of a larger dinner service? Here's the answer. Yeah, egg cups. Yep. Tom Hepp, I guess the expert. Yeah, he's associate editor of Auction Central News. He says positively identifying the makers of these egg cups has been difficult because small pieces in a dinner service are often left unmarked. It's difficult to determine the maker unless matched with a larger piece, such as a dinner plate or bowl that does bear the maker's mark. The colors and the scenic design on your egg cups are reminiscent of British tableware manufacturer Johnson Brothers. The company's popular Friendly Village dinnerware line, introduced in 1951, utilizes similar colors. All I can do is make an educated guess that these egg cups are mid-20th century and are likely made in England. Comparable groups of transfer decorated china egg cups are listed on internet auction sites ranging from $35 to $75. Now let's see here. See what else we got here really quick. Find another travel story, because they're not giving us much of that, are they, so far? Hope they're not misleading. I bet they could too, Mary. They seem to find out about everything. No, we're already past St. Patrick's Day. I'm not going to read about that. And Good Old Days in the Kitchen is all about Easter eggs and Easter baskets. So we're past that. See? They do have some recipes here, though. Look a little different from back in the day. That is a ham and asparagus casserole and a confetti carrot salad. And then here's carrot muffins with orange cream cheese spread. Those look kind of good. Here we have lemon bars and deviled egg breakfast sandwiches. Lemon bars, I love those things. It's your deviled egg breakfast sandwich and your lemon bars. Oh, I have to read this one. It's about a doll. Debbie Doll, are you still here? This is called Old Baby Bunny. Wherever one went, so did the other. This is by Teresa L. Carlson. Look at the doll. Look how cute. Make sure the light gets on there so you can see. I'm thinking I have this doll. Growing up in a small Illinois farming town in the late 1950s, there wasn't a lot of big time entertainment to be had. Throughout the year, holidays were anxiously anticipated as a time to let go and have some fun. Easter was always special, dressing in our finest to attend church services with our family, and then coming home to find out what the Easter Bunny had left for us. When I was 4 years old, my birthday happened to fall on Easter Sunday. That year, much to my surprise, my Easter baskets not only held a few chocolate eggs, but a beautiful baby doll as well. Unlike any I had ever had, this baby doll had a soft rubber head with no hair. Her hair was imprinted in the rubber of her head and was colored light brown, much like the color of my hair. Even though she lacked real hair, she had the most beautiful blue eyes that opened when she sat up and closed when she laid down. She had a tiny cherry-shaped mouth with a hole in it, and I knew this was to feed her with a baby bottle. She wore a lovely lilac dress trimmed in white lace, along with a matching bonnet and tiny white rubber shoes. I'm pretty sure I have her. I finally laid my baby doll aside and began to search for more Easter baskets. I found them to be full of necessities to help me take care of my baby doll. There were dresses for every occasion in some of the baskets. Another held a special nightgown that tied at the bottom of her feet so her feet didn't stick out during the night and get cold. Little did I know that my grandmother had spent days creating my baby doll's wardrobe. The last basket I found contained a bottle that fit perfectly in the hole in her mouth. I was asked what I was going to name my new baby doll. Someone thought I should name her after one of my friends, but that could get confusing. Someone else suggested I name her after my neighbor's dog, Molly. I liked Molly, but I didn't like the idea of my new baby doll being named after a dog. Finally, I came up with the perfect name for her, Bunny. After all, she did arrive on Easter. From that day on, for several years to come, wherever I went, Bunny went. Bunny and I often attended neighborhood baseball games. She went for walks uptown for some penny candy. Evenings would find Bunny watching me catch fireflies in our backyard. And later, on our porch, I would slip her into her nightgown, and I would sit in my rocking chair and sing her to sleep. Once the sun went down, it was time for me to get my own nightgown on and go to bed. Of course, when I went to bed, Bunny was right next to me in case she woke up and was frightened of the dark. That way, I could pull her close to me and reassure her that everything would be all right. One time, my family was going on a trip, and unfortunately, someone pulled right out in front of our car as we went down the highway. Although we didn't collide with the other car, Bunny and all of her belongings that I had set. I lost the last page. Hold on. That I had set on the back seat next to me flew forward as our car stopped abruptly. Once we all recovered from the close call, we spent the next few minutes digging Bunny's things out from under the car seat. After recovering all of Bunny's accessories and reassuring her that everything would be all right, we continued on our trip. I don't know how many years I carried Bunny and all of her belongings around with me, but the time did come when a new doll moved in and took over my spare time. A Barbie doll replaced Bunny, but not my love for her. Fortunately, Bunny had been packed away with all of her accessories, and again, wherever I went, so did Bunny. When my oldest granddaughter arrived at our house one day to spend some time, she had forgotten to bring her baby doll with her. We went in search of Bunny so my granddaughter could have a doll to play with at Grandma's house. I brought the doll up from the basement storage with little suitcases full of clothing and accessories, and my granddaughter adopted her immediately. When she asked what my dolly's name was, I told her it was Bunny. Not satisfied and rather confused that a doll would be named Bunny, my granddaughter let me know that name just wouldn't do. She asked me about my doll, and I related some of the stories about when I played with her as a little girl. I finally told my granddaughter that Bunny was just an old baby now, and it stuck. It didn't matter where my granddaughter took that doll. When she visited our home, the doll was always introduced as Old Baby. Old Baby, formerly known as Bunny, still resides in a box in the basement of our home. I hope I am around to see this special doll make memories for another generation and receive yet another name from yet another young mother. Yeah, boy, she really likes her bunny doll, doesn't she? Here's a little poem about travel by Edna St. Vincent Millay, 1892 to 1950. Old Baby. Hi, Janae. Look how pretty this illustration is, too. The railroad track is miles away, and the day is loud with voices speaking. Yet there isn't a train goes by all day, but I hear its whistle shrieking. All night there isn't a train goes by, though the night is still for sleep and dreaming, but I see its cinders red on the sky and hear its engines steaming. My heart is warm with friends I make, and better friends I'll not be knowing. Yet there isn't a train I wouldn't take, no matter where it's going. Let's see. What else we got here? Anything interesting? And Lexi wants to go to Chinese today. She wants to order it, and we'll pick it up. I mean, Fox. We call her Fox. Fox.
You'll be the one ordering it.
Huh?
You'll be the one ordering it.
Let's see. Got some buffalo head nickels. And let's see. Look at this, guys. Here is the amazing Telekin one-touch computer, the smart, easy computer for seniors. I'm laughing, but you know what? I could probably understand this one better than I do the laptop that I have. So I just wanted to read a couple stories. I felt in the mood. And yeah, this isn't what I thought. I need to find the newest. Here's Route 66. Yeah, Janae, for seniors. Remembering Route 66. I wish that was still open all the way. It pretty much is, I think, right? You can take a trip on it still. I'll read this one another time. Because this magazine, yeah, it's not what I was thinking. My own fault. And let's see if I have a question to ask. See if you guys know the answer. And then we will go. Here's flashback fun. See if you can guess this. In 1957, Pan American Airlines introduced its low fare family plan of go now, pay later, so that families could afford to travel overseas to cities in Europe. The man of the family paid full price. His wife and children, ages 12 to 26, cost blank each, and children under 12 rode for half price. So how much do you think the wife and children, how much were they charged? The man of the family went full price. And this is to Europe, guys. What do you think? Take a guess. Hi, cats. I was wondering what Margot meant when she was saying hi, cats. I thought, oh, I showed a picture of a cat or something. What's the guess, guys? 1957, Janae. 57. Yep, 1957. To fly to Europe on Pan American Airlines. The family plan of go now, pay later. And you didn't even have to pay this right now. You would pay it later. What you think? I'm not going to say unless somebody gives a guess. Janae, you're super close. Wow, Janae. $300 each. But children under 12 rode for half price. So $300 each. Because, yeah, Mary, yep, 300 each. Because this is Europe, to Europe. Thank you guys for coming. Our little reading corner here. Everybody else thinks they're too cool. We're too cool to go in there and read, listen to some stories. Every morning, I've just woken up. It's freezing cold here. Is it really, cats? Look out here, cold here today, 64 degrees. But it's going to get warm again tomorrow. For the next few days, it's going to start getting hot again. Kind of does now, right? Kind of does seem that. Okay, guys, thank you. Thanks for humoring this lady here who likes to read to you guys. I always wanted to be a teacher, so this is me playing school. See y'all later. See you, Carolyn's. It does, Jenny. Yeah, it kind of does. All right, thanks, guys. Bye. Where's my ending? Here we go. Bye. Love ya.